Hello everyone, welcome to the Year 2 presentation session. Our session tonight will focus on technologies used in your child's mathematics education. My name is Roslyn and together with my teaching partners Meagan Dixon and Kirra Hamilton, we look forward to empowering your knowledge of technologies to support your child's mathematics learning. Does technology in the maths classroom help or hinder a child's learning? Our national body, the Australian Curriculum and Reporting Authority, and our school has a focus on developing ICT across all learning years. Kirra states, students participate in a knowledge-based economy and to be empowered within a technological, sophisticated society now and into the future, students need the knowledge, skills and confidence to make ICT work for them at school, at home, at work and in the communities. But what does this mean for your child in Year 2? How do students learn? By incorporating technology into your child's learning at school, we are closing the gap between mathematics at school and their lives outside the classroom. As educators, we understand that balance is required to meet all learning needs, and technology is only one of the many resources we use in our maths classroom to complement teaching strategies and promote deep learning of and engagement with the content of mathematics. We use technology to explore concepts individually and in group discussions, to utilise further learning materials to support knowledge and to create an open dialogue for students. Students develop ICT capability when they investigate, create and communicate mathematical ideas and concepts using fast, automated, interactive and cross-media technologies. We are not replacing teacher-led learning. We are providing interactive and engaging materials to work with to enhance students' development of deeper understanding of mathematical concepts and processes. Your child learns differently to another child. In our classroom, we have a diverse range of learners. Some students prefer to listen, some prefer to read or watch, and others will just get in and have a go. What type of learner are you? By providing a safe and happy learning environment where we have high expectations, acknowledge student differences, encourage student responsibility, and encourage students to freely communicate and express ideas with other students and educators, we are creating an effective learning space for all students. We pride ourselves in providing timely feedback about their learning, and we are monitoring students' progress for best teaching practices. Technology plays a role in achieving this learning environment. How does ICT complement your child's learning? In our classroom, we use digital resources for a range of purposes and learning strategies. To introduce students to a concept and reinforce facts. Technology engages students to explore and think outside the box with problem solving when we introduce new concepts. Educators adapt rote learning to current teaching practices, ensuring students experience a rich and rewarding learning experience using technology. As a stimulus to group or whole class discussion, smart boards are used for collaboration sessions with peers and teachers. Students show ideas, solve problems, share opinions and misconceptions. Smart boards have the potential to make manipulatives more accessible to large groups of children and to use the shared learning experience within the classroom to further enrich students' learning. We are using our interactive smart board tonight to showcase our presentation. Programs used provide students with access to different text, image, video and audio types. This access encourages students to use mathematical language. Your child's engagement in mathematical programs supports knowledge retention and enables educators to cater to the diverse learning styles in our classroom. Websites can offer the engagement to lessons, and the use of virtual manipulatives through technology creates the opportunity to make meaning and see relationships as a result of one's own actions. Technology engages students in activities that are not possible in the classroom. Students use mobile devices for collection and input of data in our outside environment, and we can link to like schools through a virtual classroom link, allowing us to share ideas, problem solve, and collaborate with peers outside of our own environment. Technology in our classroom allows students to work at their own pace, allowing for review or extension activities. Students work at their own development level and can regulate and extend their own learning when confident. Programs allow students to use prior knowledge in new ways and bring new concepts to light. My colleague, Meagan Dixon, will now follow on with information relating to resources we utilise within our maths curriculum and their benefits. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the session.
Thank you, Roslyn. Children associate positivity with technology, and in the 21st century, they are welcomed as a learning platform. Our school this year has a focus on developing ICTs throughout all year levels. In our Year 2 classroom, we are not solely relying on ICTs to replace existing methods of teaching. However, we do use them to adapt, improve, and present new ways to represent the content being taught, to further engage students in their education. We use a variety of different ICT resources to utilise and effectively teach the content in the Australian curriculum. In our cohort, we use different ICTs for a range of purposes, to further provide knowledge to the students as a tool of assessment and for feedback for the students. The ICTs which we use all link to the Australian curriculum. One of the examples we have here for you today is a simple game which links to the learning outcome in the Australian curriculum to solve simple addition and subtraction problems using efficient mental and written strategies. These mathematic-based games are designed to make maths challenging yet playable in a gaming context. The games allow students to grasp and practice sophisticated maths concepts in an entertaining way. As you can see in this game, the students are given a range of different addition problems which can be selected at random, or the chance to work on one value at a time. The students must work through the questions to obtain all the monsters. The benefits of this ICT include a student-based teaching strategy where the students are taking initiative for their own learning. The students are also given the opportunity to interact with the formula, which helps stimulate the brain and build further understanding of a concept. This is beneficial for learners who are kinesthetic as they can be interactive, and also visual learners as the problems are presented to them, while also meeting the needs of linguistic learners. It also gives instant feedback to the students, which allows for understanding to be checked and for further explanation if the concept has not been grasped. With the feedback being given, it encourages the students to use conjecture and to keep exploring and developing a concept to help ensure understanding. Here is another example of an online game which we use in the classroom, Hickory Dickory Dock. I will go through this with you today. This game links to the Australian curriculum, the learning descriptor, tell time to quarter hour, using the language of past and to. As you can see here, the game asks us a specific time where you need to determine the correct time on the analog clocks. This is an engaging yet extremely effective way to check for understanding of the topic and provide students feedback for their learning, giving instant feedback on the questions. If you click on the wrong clock, a little cat will appear where the mouse will get eaten. This is a way to check the understanding for the children. These educational games are very effective to check understanding and can be accessed both at school or at home, which gives another window for you, the parents and carers, to be involved in your child's learning. In today's technological world, there are many games which are very educational and will help develop the basics of mathematics, with your children enjoying the opportunity to play games. A list of websites which we found effective can be found on this slide. We also use a range of different maths education applications to allow the students to engage in mathematics from a different perspective, while having many benefits on their mathematic knowledge. The applications which we use in the classroom are a supporting resource to the content being taught, and are an effective resource to engage students in their learning. Many of the applications which we use in our classroom enhance your child's mental math skills. They are forced to think quickly and develop sharp decision-making skills. These applications help the students develop problem-solving skills and put them under time pressure, which helps the brain make quick decisions. Not only is this crucial for developing mathematic knowledge, but this sort of skill is needed for many career choices where they are focused to make quick decisions quickly. For example, surgeons or firefighters. We also use these applications when doing our maths groups, as it allows for ICTs to be used in small group settings. Doing these small group activities allow for the students to learn from each other and combine their individual knowledge and skills to achieve an overall goal. We also use the group work as an opportunity to test their knowledge against each other by participating in head-to-head clashes. In our classrooms, we also have data projectors and smartboards, which you can see here tonight. We use them to present the content being taught in mathematics, similarly to how it was written on the whiteboards. We display new information, problems to be solved, and any formula needed. This teaching strategy is a teacher-centered approach, which is beneficial for students' learning because teachers can control the mood of the classroom and ensure all students have been a part of main ideas, concepts being taught. The use of this ICT is beneficial for a number of different reasons, including displaying it this way saves time writing the content on the board, which allows for more time to focus on teaching and explaining the content, while also giving more time to check each child's understanding. With the resources used for teaching the content, we will upload them into a cloud-based server, an interactive blog, which is updated by our cohort weekly. The students have the opportunity to access this server at any time and is where the students will find their homework for the week. The blog will present all the resources used throughout the week, including any PowerPoints, websites, or online games, what we have learnt about, what we have enjoyed, and what we have found a little difficult. There are also activities and websites which help further build the knowledge of each subject, which can be a focus at home. This is another opportunity for you, the parents and carers, to engage in and see more about what your child is doing inside the classroom, and insight into how different content is being taught, and how in the classroom we are using different ICT resources to engage students in their learning.
Thank you, Meagan. Tonight I'm going to follow on with some parent involvement tips. Sorry guys, we have a bit of a technical issue. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Parent involvement, interest and support in your children's schooling has a major influence on your children's educational outcomes and attitudes. Parents, families and carers are some of the most important influences on a child's education, and your support in our mathematics curriculum is crucial in our children developing a thorough understanding and commitment to learning. Parent involvement can be promoted in many ways. You can get involved here at school or at home. As a school, we encourage our families to come in and connect with our school community. We invite you to join us in our classroom, get involved in our children's learning, and see how we use ICT in our maths curriculum and how it enhances our students' mathematical learning. Please volunteer in our maths classroom, become a parent helper for a day, or attend or encourage your children to enter our mathletics competitions, or even join our parents and students maths club. Alternatively, you can engage in your children's maths learning at home through asking questions, playing games, and through taking the opportunity to explore mathematical ideas and concepts through everyday activities. We have some great strategies on how to be involved with your child's mathematical learning at home, such as believe in your child's potential, encourage them to give the extra ICT material on our blog a go. Is your child having a problem solving? Use the internet together to solve this problem. Talk with your children about what they are learning. Like Meagan previously said, log onto the classroom's maths blog, watch some of the videos with your child or children, and try out some of the games, apps, and activities at home together. Challenge each other. Please remember to create a homework corner where you can monitor your child's online activity to make sure all websites and online material children utilise are child-friendly, safe, and appropriate. Also, learn together. Use the language of maths when talking with your partners, friends, family members, and our children. Maths and ICT is all around us. Engage, incorporate, and encourage maths into everyday activities at home, like cooking, use an e-recipe, the internet banking, online grocery shopping, exploring, measuring, and family height charts, and even just going to community events, drawing your children's attention to how ICTs are used, or just spending time learning with the family. There are so many ideas and avenues parents and carers can use to get involved in your children's learning. For instance, the Australian curriculum strongly supports parent engagement in their children's learning. And just this year, the Australian government has released a new Learning Potential app. This app provides ideas, activities, games, and videos to help support you as parents with your child's learning, and is designed specifically for parents of primary school students while supporting the Australian curriculum goals and outcomes. For those of you who have brought your iPad along with you tonight, we have downloaded this app onto your device for you. Let's have a look and a walk through this app together. As you can see, when we get to the website, it has all different areas for different parts of the school. Tonight we are looking at the primary school, and we're going to look at, because we're looking at grade 2. You'll see here there is areas for many different subjects within our curriculum, but tonight we're just looking at maths and numeracy. As you can see, once you click on, there is many things. There are games, articles, videos. They help you out. Choose some, click on them, read them, explore them with your children. When you get some time, have a look through them at home and see what you can use. There you go. You'll note that through all areas of our curriculum, we want to work with our families. Families are the cornerstones to successful student teaching and learning. Here at our school, we believe in open communication. If you have a question or concern, please ask us. Our contact details are on the back of the handout, or arrange a time to meet with us. Alternatively, communicate with us via email. If we as teachers have an issue or achievement we want to discuss or celebrate with you, we will confidentially share this with you via direct email. Remember to acknowledge these achievements with your children, and if your child is struggling to grasp a concept, we will work with you. Try out some of the activities we suggest. Use some of the ICT links to classroom blogs or newsletters to grasp your child's interest and engagement to work through our maths concepts. Our school also weekly puts up a few podcasts of learning and lessons from our day. Watch these, use some of the same teaching methods we use, comment on what works for you and what does not work for your child. But please remember that online forums associated with our class blogs and podcasts are community-based forums, and not all comments and opinions can be seen by all. We do ask that if you have a direct question, query, or worry about your child, please contact us directly through email, telephone, or in person, rather than these forums where we can keep matters confidential and private. Overall, through incorporating ICTs in maths, we are helping our students to not only learn, extend, and understand maths concepts and uses, we are also helping students to become successful participants in today's technological world by following the Australian curriculum. Students are always our main focus, and without parent involvement, support, and communication, our children will struggle to reach their fullest learning potential. Tonight, we have looked at some of the useful apps and resources we use throughout our maths curriculum, as well as some of the reasons why we are incorporating ICTs in our maths curriculum. If you have any questions or concern, please feel free to come up and see us or send us an email. Our handout tonight highlights some of the information we have gone over and includes all of the links and resources we have used here tonight, plus many more. Thank you all for coming out tonight, and we hope that you all have taken away some helpful information on how you can be involved in and support your children's learning. Thank you all for coming.